Hello everyone, welcome to Learn Online. In today's session, we'll be dealing with problems on trigonometry. Which problems will we be solving today? We'll be solving problems from our previous year SSC question papers. In our previous session, we've already dealt with basics of trigonometry. So in today's session, we'll see how we can make use of all the basics that we have learned in our previous session to solve the problems. So let us look at our first question for the day. So what are they asking? If 3 cot theta is equal to 6, then find the value of 7 sin theta minus 3 cos theta divided by 4 sin theta plus cos theta. So how can we solve this problem? Let us solve this problem in two different methods. You can follow whichever is convenient for you. First, let me solve it using the traditional approach. So what do? We know that 3 cot alpha or 3 cot theta is equal to 6. So 3 cot theta is equal to 6. So what will be the value of cot theta? Cot theta will be 6 divided by 3. So value of cot theta will be 2. But we all know that cot theta is equal to adjacent by opposite. So what shall we do? Let us quickly take up a diagram here. Which diagram? A triangle, a right angle triangle. Let me name this as A, B and C. Let me take this angle as theta. So what is the value of cot theta? Cot theta is equal to 2. I can write 2 as 2 by 1 as well. So now what will be my adjacent side here? Adjacent side value will be 2. So which is my adjacent side here? BC will be my adjacent side. So it will be 2. Now which is my opposite side here? Opposite side will be AB and value of opposite side will be 1. So I can consider this to be as 1. So now what will be the value of AC? Value of AC will be nothing but if I use Pythagoras theorem, I'll get AC square as BC square, that is 2 square plus AB square, that is nothing but 1 square. So what will be the value of AC? Value of AC will be square root of this value. What is this value? 2 square will be 4 plus 1 square will be 1. So this will be root 5. Now we have got the value of AC as root 5. So we have got all the sides here. Now what shall we do? From this we will find the value of sin theta and cos theta and substitute it there. What is the value of sin theta? My value of sin theta will be equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So which is the opposite side here? Opposite side here is AB, nothing but 1 by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is AC. So this will be 1 by root 5. So now what will be the value of cos theta here? Value of cos theta will be nothing but adjacent by hypotenuse. So which is my adjacent side here? BC is my adjacent and which is my hypotenuse? It will be AC. So my cos theta will be 2 divided by root 5. So now let me quickly substitute this value of sin theta and cos theta in this equation here. So what do we get? We get 7 into sin theta. What is that? 7 into, what is the value of sin theta? 1 by root 5 minus 3 cos theta. What is the value of cos theta? 2 by 5. So this will be 3 into 2 by root 5. The whole divided by, what do we have in the denominator there? 4 sin theta. So it will be 4 into 1 by root 5 plus cos theta. Value of cos theta will be 2 divided by root 5. Now if I simplify this, what do I get? I get 7 by root 5 minus 3 to 2, that is 6 by root 5. So what do we have? 1 by root 5, the whole divided by, if I substitute, if I simplify my denominator, what do I get? 4 plus 2, that is 6 by root 5. So what will be the final value that will be left out with? The final value will be 1 by 6. And we have that in our options. Yes, option C, 1 by 6 will be my final answer. So this is the traditional approach. Now let me teach you another approach. This might be a little simple for you. Which is that approach? Let me quickly write. We know that value of cot theta is equal to 2. So value of cot theta is equal to 2. Now let me look at my question. What they've said in our question, they were asking the value of 7 sin theta minus 3 cos theta divided by 4 sin theta plus cos theta. So let us quickly convert all these values into cot theta because we have the value of cot theta here. How do we convert that? Let me take out my sine common out. So what I get, if I take sine common, what will I be left out with? Here in my numerator, I'll be left out with 7 minus 3 cos theta divided by sine theta. 3 cos theta divided by sine theta. What will I be left out in my denominator? Again in my denominator I'll be taking sine common. So I'll be left out with 4 plus cos theta divided by sine theta. Now we all know that cos theta by sine theta is nothing but cot theta, and here sine and sine gets cancelled. So what will be left out with? 7 minus 3 cot theta. So the value of cot theta is 2. So 3 into 2 divided by, what will I be left out in my denominator? It will be 4 plus cos theta by sine theta is nothing but cot theta, and value of cot theta is 2. So I'll be left out with 7 minus 3 into 2, that is 6. So I'll be left out with 1 in my numerator divided by 4 plus 2, that is 6. I'll be getting the same answer here as well. But then this method seems to be a little easier, or it will consume less time in your examination. So let us look at our next question here. What is it? Sin theta plus sin alpha is equal to 1.5. Then find the value of cos theta plus cos alpha. This is a very simple question, but then students find it difficult. So if sin theta plus sin alpha should be equal to 1.5, which means, let me write it down, sin theta plus sin alpha, if this has to be 1.5, what does it mean? Either sin theta must be 1 plus sin alpha must be 0.5, or I can also write it as half. This can happen, or what else can happen? Sin theta can be 1 by 2 plus sin alpha can be 1. These two conditions can happen, so that value of sin theta plus sin alpha will be 1.5. So if sin theta has to be 1, what should be the value of theta here? When does sin theta become 1? Whenever theta will be equal to 90 degree, sin theta will be equal to 1. When will sin alpha be equal to 1 by 2? Sin alpha will be equal to 1 by 2 when value of alpha is equal to, alpha should be equal to 30 degrees. Look at this, sin of 30 degrees is equal to 1 by 2. So this should be the condition. Or sin theta must be 1 by 2, meaning theta should be equal to 30 degrees and alpha should be equal to 90 degrees. In both of these conditions, sin theta plus sin alpha will be 1.5. So for these values, let me check what is the value for cos theta plus cos alpha. So for theta is equal to 90 degrees, what will be cos 90 degree? Cos 90 is nothing but 0 plus, if alpha is equal to 30 degrees, cos, it will be cos of 30 degrees. What will be value of cos 30 degrees? It will be root 3 by 2. Similarly, for my second condition, what will happen? It will just interchange. It will be root 3 by 2 plus 0. So what will be my final answer in both the conditions? Cos theta plus cos alpha will be equal to root 3 by 2. Do we have that in our options? Yes. Option A, root 3 by 2 will be my final answer. So what is the next question here? They're asking if 5 tan theta minus 3 cot theta divided by tan theta minus cot theta is equal to 6, then find the value of cos theta. How do we solve this problem? Let me quickly simplify the thing what they have given here. Simplify the equation that they've given here. What do we get? 5 tan theta minus 3 cot theta divided by tan theta minus cot theta will be equal to 6. So if I take this tan theta minus cot theta to the other side, what will I be left out with? 5 tan theta minus 3 cot theta will be equal to 6 tan theta minus 6 cot theta. Now if I take tan theta to the other side or cot theta to the other side and tan theta to this side, what will I be left out with? I'll be left out with 6 cot theta minus 3 cot theta will be equal to 6 tan theta minus 5 tan theta. So now if I simplify this, what will I be left out with? 3 cot theta will be equal to tan theta. Now, how can I write cot theta as? We all know, I've already told you that cot theta is nothing but inverse of tan theta. I can write this as 1 by tan theta. That will be equal to tan theta. Now, if I take my tan theta to the other side, what will I be left out with? I'll be left out with tan square theta will be equal to 3. So, value of tan theta will be equal to root 3. Now, for what value of theta is tan theta root 3? For 60. Now, if tan theta has to be root 3, tan theta has to be root 3. We've all learned the table for our trigonometric ratios. So, when will tan theta be root 3? Whenever theta is equals to 60 degrees, tan theta will be equal to root 3. So, if theta is equal to 60 degrees, they're asking what is the value of cos theta. So, what will be value of cos 60 degrees? It will be nothing but 1 by 2. So, do we have that in our options? Yes. Option A, 1 by 2 will be my final answer. Now, let us look at our next question. What are they telling? If theta is in the second quadrant and 4 cot theta plus 3 is equal to 0, then they're asking us to find the value of 10 sin theta minus 15 cos theta plus 6 tan theta. How do we go about this problem? First, let me simplify and get the value of cot theta from this. So what do I get? 4 cot theta plus 3 is equal to 0. So what will be value of 4 cot theta? It will be 4 cot theta will be equal to minus 3. So what will be value of cot theta? Cot theta will be equal to minus 3 by 4. And we know that theta is in second quadrant. So cot theta will always be negative only. So if I take up the diagram quickly, if I take my right angle triangle here, and if I consider this to be my angle theta, what will be value of cot theta? We know that cot theta is nothing but adjacent by opposite. So which is my adjacent side here? If I name this triangle to be as A, B and C, my adjacent will be BC. So value of my adjacent is nothing but minus 3. And which is my opposite here? My opposite side will be AB and the value of AB will be 4. So what will be the value of my hypotenuse here? AC square will be nothing but minus 3 the whole square plus 4 square. What do I be left out with? AC will be equal to square root of 3 square is nothing but 9 minus 3, if it gets squared it will become positive. So plus 4 square is nothing but 16. So value of AC will be root of 25. So AC will be equal to 5. Now we know the value of all the sides here. So from using this, let me find out my sin theta and cos theta. We already know the value of tan theta. What is tan theta? Tan theta is nothing but inverse of cot theta. So value of tan theta will be equal to 1 by cot theta, meaning it will be minus 4 by 3. Am I right? So tan theta will be minus 4 by 3. So what will be the value of sin theta? Sin theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. Which is the opposite here? Opposite is 4 and my hypotenuse here is 5. So what will be the value of cos theta here? Cos theta will be adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent, it is in second quadrant. So cos will be negative, sin will be positive. So cos theta will be minus 3 by 5. Now if I substitute the values in this equation, what do I get? 10 sin theta. Value of sin theta is nothing but 4 by 5 minus 15 cos theta. So I'll be left out with 15 into, there will be another minus because cos theta is nothing but minus 3 by 5. So it will be minus 3 by 5 plus 6 tan theta. 6 into value of tan theta is nothing but minus 4 by 3. So what will I be left out with? 5 once, 5 two times. So 4 into 2 is 8. Minus of minus, this will become plus. And what will I be left out with? 5 ones, 5 3 is 15, 3 3 is 9. Minus, because I have 6 into minus 4 is minus 24. Divided by 3. So I'll be left out with minus 8 here. So minus 8 and plus 8 get cancelled. So what will be the final value? The final value I'll be left out with is 9. Do we have that in our options? Yes. Option D, 9 will be my final answer. Now let us look at our next question. What are they asking? It's a straightforward question. They're asking sine of 270 plus theta. Now we all know that from our previous class, value of sine changes to cos whenever it is rotating around 90 degrees or 270 degrees. What does this mean? Sine of 90 plus theta will be equal to cos theta, or sine of 90 minus theta will also be equal to cos theta. Similarly, sine of 270 plus theta or sine of 270 minus theta will be cos theta. The same way for tan as well. So we have already studied this in our previous class. So let's quickly apply that here. What do we have? Sine of 270 plus theta, it is revolving around 270 plus theta. So it will be cos theta into cos of 180 minus theta. Whenever the trigonometric ratios are going around 180 degrees and 360 degrees, the values do not change. They remain as unchanged. So what will be the value there? Cos of 180 minus theta will be cos theta only into tan of 90 plus theta. Once again, they are revolving around 90 degrees. So it means tan, value of tan changes to cot theta. Tan of 90 plus theta will be nothing but cot theta here. So which quadrant are we talking about? In this it is fourth quadrant. 270 plus theta falls in fourth quadrant. So value of sine will be negative here. So for cos theta, cos of 180 minus theta will be in second quadrant. So again, this will also be negative here. So what about tan 90 plus theta? Tan 90 plus theta will be in my third quadrant. Sorry, second quadrant. 90 plus theta is in second quadrant. So value of tan will also be again negative in second quadrant. So I should take this as negative, divided by sine of 90 plus theta. Again, I told you it will be cos theta, and it is in second quadrant, and so sine is positive, into cos of 180 plus theta. Cos of 180 plus theta, meaning it is in third quadrant. So what is the value of cos in third quadrant? It is negative. So cos of 180 plus theta, the value does not change because it is revolving around 180. So it will be cos theta only, into cot of 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta comes in which quadrant? It will be in nothing but second quadrant. So in second quadrant, value of cot is negative. It is revolving around 180 degrees, so value does not change. So it will be cot theta itself. So if I simplify this, what do I get? I have 3 negatives. So finally, 3 negatives will be my negative only. Cos theta into cos theta will be cos square theta into cot theta, divided by, there are 2 negatives here. Negative into negative will be positive, into cos theta plus into cos theta will be cos square theta into cot theta. So now both my numerator and denominator are the same, so they get cancelled. So what will I be left out with? I'll be left out with minus 1. So do we have that in our options? No, we don't have. We have plus 1 here. Be very careful. We have plus 1 here. So the value we need is minus 1. So my answer will be none of the above. Now let us look at our next question here. What do we have? They're talking about x and y. If x and y are acute angles such that 0 less than or equal to x plus y less than or equal to 90 degrees. So what does this mean? It means that x and y lie between 0 and 90 degrees. X plus y, that is, sum of x and y will not exceed 90 degrees. And they're telling that sine of 2x minus 30 is equal to cos of 2y plus 30. How do we go about this? In my left hand side, I have sine, and in my right hand side I have cos. So what do I need to do for my first step? I need to convert either sine to cos or cos to sine. How do I do that? I know that cos of 90 minus theta will be equal to sine theta. Am I right? So I can write this as, or I can write sine of 90 minus theta will be equal to cos theta. So I can use either this one or this one so that I can convert either sine to cos or cos to sine. So what do I do here? I'll convert my cos to sine. So what I'll do? Sine of, I'll write my left hand side the same way as it is. So I'll be left out with sine of 2x minus 30. Now look at this. How can I write my cos theta as? Cos theta can also be written as sine of 90 minus theta. So it will be sine of 90 minus, what is the value of theta that I have here? I have to consider this entire equation, this one, 2y plus 30 as my theta. So this will be sine of 90 minus 2y plus 30 here. So what will I get? I can cancel out my sine and sine directly. So what will I be left out with? 2x minus 30 will be equal to 90. If I take minus to the inside, I will be left out with 90 minus 2y minus 30. So what will be the value? 2x will be equal to 90 minus 30 is nothing but 60. 30 to the other side will become plus 30 minus 2y. So minus 2y to the other side I will be left out with 2x plus 2y will be equal to 90 degrees. So what will be the value of x plus y? X plus y will be equal to 90 divided by 2, that is nothing but 45 degrees. Now what are they asking in the question? They are asking us to find out the value of cot of x plus y. So now I need to find out cot of 45 degrees. So what is cot 45? We all know that sin 45 is 1 by root 2 and cos 45 is 1 by root 2 once again. The value of cot 45 is nothing but cos 45 by sin 45, meaning the value will be 1. So do we have that in our options? Yes. Option 4, 1 will be my final answer. Now let us look at our next problem here. Next problem is very similar to the previous problem. So what do we need to do? In our left hand side we have secant and in our right hand side we have cosecant. So what do we need to do? We need to convert cosecant into secant. How do we do that? I can write cosecant theta as secant of 90 minus theta as well. So how can I write this equation as? I can write this equation as secant 6x minus 42 equals to, instead of taking cosecant, I'll take it as secant of 90 minus theta. So here, what is the value of theta that I need to consider? I need to consider this entire 60 minus 4x as my theta. So it will be 90 minus 60 minus 4x. So now, what will I be left out with? I'll be left out with, now I can cancel out secant and secant directly here. So what will I be left out with? I'll be left out with 6x minus 42, that is equal to 90. This is a bracket here. If I take minus inside, I'll be left out with 90 minus 60 plus 4x, because I'm taking the negative sign inside. So now if I take plus 4x to the other side, what happens? It will become minus 4x. So 6x minus 4x will be equal to 2x, and that will be equal to 90 minus 60 will be left. So what will be? Allah, correct bantu. So 6x minus 4x, I'll be left out with 2x. Now simplifying my right hand side, what will I be left out with? 90 minus 60 will be nothing but 30. So now minus 42 going on to the other side will become plus 42. So 30 plus 42 will give me 72. So what will be the value of x? X will be nothing but 72 divided by 2. 72 by 2 is nothing but 36 degrees. Do we have that in our options? Yes. Option B, 36 degrees will be my final answer. So now let us look at our next question. What are they telling? 7 sine square theta divided by tan square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 3. How do we solve this? It's very simple. We just have to simplify this by taking my denominator to the other side. So what will I be left out with? 7 sine square theta is equal to 3 tan square theta plus 3 sin theta. Now I have sin theta on both the sides. So value of my sin theta on right hand side is less. So I'll be taking this to the other side. So what will I be left out with? If 3 sin theta going to the other side, what will I be left out with? I'll be left out with 7 sin square theta minus, sorry, this is 3 sin square theta. So it will be 7 sin square theta minus 3 sin square theta. So finally I'll be left out with 4 sin square theta. That will be equal to 3 tan square theta. Now careful. What can I write tan square theta as? I can also write tan square theta as sin square theta divided by cos square theta. So this will be 4 sin square theta, that is equal to 3 sin square theta divided by cos square theta. Now I can cancel out my sin square theta on both the sides. What will I be left out with? I will be left out with cos square theta is equal to 3 by 4. So if cos square theta is equal to 3 by 4, what will be the value of cos theta? My value of cos theta will be root of 3 by 4. That will be nothing but root 3 by 2. So if cos theta is equal to root 3 by 2, then what will be the value of theta? When will cos theta be equal to root 3 by 2? Whenever theta is equal to 30 degrees, cos theta will be equal to root 3 by 2. Meaning, I've got my theta. And it also satisfies the condition that theta should lie between 0 and 90 degrees. So the value of theta is 30 degrees. But then if you don't want to solve all this, what you can do is you can directly go from the options as well. What I can do, if I directly look at this, I can tell that what is the value of tan square theta when the theta is 90 degrees? Whenever theta is 90 degrees, tan theta is nothing but infinity. So this equation here will fail. So theta can never be 90 degrees. Similarly, whenever theta is 0 degrees, what happens? Tan square theta is also 0, sin square theta is also 0. The entire left hand side will become 0. So it will not be equivalent to 3. Again, this will get cancelled. So I have left out with 30 degrees and 45 degrees. Now you should play a little smart. you should not substitute for both the answers. Instead, you substitute for 30 degrees. If you don't get the right answer, then 45 degrees will be the right answer. So let me quickly substitute for 30 degrees. What will be the value of 7 sine square theta? 7 into, what is sine 30 degrees? It will be 1 by 2. So since it is square, this can be written as 1 by 2 the whole square divided by, what do we have? Tan square theta. So what is the value of theta here? The value of theta will be nothing but 30 degrees. So tan square theta will be 1 by root 3 the whole square plus, what will be the value of sine square theta? You know that it is 1 by 2 the whole square. So it will be 1 by 2 the whole square. So finally what I will be left out with? I will be left out with 7 by 4 the whole divided by 1 by root 3 the whole square is nothing but 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. So what will I be left out with? I will be left out with, if I simplify for this, what will I be left out with? 7 by 4 plus 7 by 4 in the numerator divided by 4 plus 3, that is 7 divided by 12. So 7 gets cancelled. This moving on to the numerator, it will be nothing but 12 by 4. So finally I will be left out with 3. So my left hand side is also 3 and my right hand side is also 3. So my final answer is nothing but option B, 30 degrees. So now let us move on to the next question. What are they asking? 2 tan square theta plus secant square theta is equal to 2. And if you remember, I told you that 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta is a very important trigonometric identity. So we'll be using the same identity here. We'll replace secant square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. So what will I be left out with? 2 tan square theta plus 1 plus tan square theta will be equal to 2. Now finally what will I be left out with? 3 tan square theta is equal to 1 here. 1 on the left hand side, if it goes to the right hand side, it becomes minus 1. So on my right hand side, I already have 2. So 2 minus 1 will be 1. So what will be the value of tan square theta? Tan square theta will be equal to 1 by 3. 3 I am taking to the right hand side. So what will be the value of tan theta? Tan theta is equal to root of 1 by 3. That is nothing but 1 by root 3. So now for what value of tan theta do you get 1 by root 3? So if theta is equals to 30 degrees, tan theta will be equal to 1 by root 3. So now we know that theta is equals to 30 degrees. Do we have that in our options? Yes. Option C, 30 degrees will be my final answer. Similar to the previous problem, if you don't want to solve all this, you can directly go with your options. What I can do? 2 tan square theta. So I can substitute the values of theta from the options. Can I substitute 90 degrees here? No. Why? Because tan 90 is equal to infinity. So 90 cannot be possible. Then which is the next easiest one? Next easiest one is 0 degrees. Because we know that tan 0 is equal to 0. So 2 tan square 0 will be equal to 0. So for any value of theta, can secant square theta be 2? No. So again 2 will be 0 degrees will be rolled out. Now I am left out with 60 degrees or 30 degrees. So I have to substitute for either 60 degrees or for 30 degrees. So now let me first substitute for 60 degrees. So what will I be left out with? 2 tan square theta. So 2 into, what is tan theta? If theta is 60 degrees, tan theta will be nothing but root 3. 2 into root 3 the whole square plus secant square theta. You know that right hand side is nothing but 2. We've already got greater than 2. So no matter what value secant square theta takes, this left hand side will not be equal to right hand side. So 60 is not possible. Meaning you have only one option. You need not substitute for that. You can directly take that to be your final answer. So let's move on to the last question for the day. Again, as I told you, the identity 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta is very, very important. We also derived another identity from that. What is that? Okay, let me write 1 is equal to secant square theta minus tan square theta. From this identity, what I am doing, I am taking tan square theta to my right hand side. So now, isn't this of the form a square minus b square? What is the formula for a square minus b square? It is nothing but a plus b into a minus b, and that is equal to nothing but 1. So now, from the question, I know that tan theta plus secant theta is equal to 5 by 4. So the value of this entire thing will be 5 by 4 into secant theta minus tan theta will be equal to 1. Now if I take this to the other side, what will I be left out with? Secant theta minus tan theta, that will be equal to 4 by 5. If it's 5 by 4 going on to the other side, it will become the reciprocal of itself. So now I have got secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 4 by 5. I can do it in two ways. The first thing is considering this to be my equation 2 and this to be my equation 1. Now if I solve for these two, I'll get an answer. Or what I can do, I can write my secant theta as 4 by 5 plus tan theta. Now I can substitute the value of secant theta in this question here. So what will I get? Secant tan theta is nothing but tan theta only, plus what is the value of secant theta? 4 by 5 plus tan theta, and that will be equal to 5 by 4. Now I'll be left out with 2 tan theta on my left hand side. That will be equal to 5 by 4. This 4 by 5 going on to the other side, it will become 5 by 4 minus 4 by 5. Now if I take the LCM, what will I be left out with? 2 tan theta will be equal to 5 into 5, that is nothing but 25 minus 16, the whole divided by 20. So what will be the value of 2 tan theta? 2 tan theta will be equal to 9 by 20. So what will be the value of tan theta here? Value of tan theta will be equal to 9 by 40. And do we have that in our options? Okay, now they're asking secant theta and not tan theta. If tan theta is 9 by 40, what will be the value of secant theta? Tan theta is nothing but 9 by 40. So secant theta will be equal to 4 by 5 plus 9 by 40. So if I take the LCM, it will be 8 times, it will be 8 times. That is nothing but 32 plus 9 is nothing but 41. This is nothing but divided by 40. So what will be the answer? It will be 41 by 40. Do we have that in our options? Yes. Option C, 41 by 40 will be my final answer.